There's something magnetic about the way Italian gentlemen dress, especially those over 50. They don't follow fashion. They become style itself. Every detail feels intentional yet unforced, refined yet alive. When an Italian man walks into a room, it's not his clothes that you notice first, it's the presence behind them. A quiet authority, a sense of ease, the kind of elegance that comes from a life well lived. This isn't about chasing youth or trying to impress. It's about understanding harmony, how texture, fit, and tone come together to express confidence without saying a word. The secret lies in what Italians call sprezzatura, effortless mastery. A soft blazer that moves with you, suede loafers that whisper comfort, and a watch chosen for its soul, not its logo. At 50 and beyond, true elegance becomes less about perfection and more about authenticity. You've earned your style, and now, it's time to wear it like a second skin. Italian gentlemen know this well. The most attractive thing a man can wear is confidence wrapped in simplicity. In this video, we'll explore the timeless formula behind their quiet luxury, from relaxed tailoring and textured shirts to subtle grooming and refined accessories. You'll see how small choices, the drape of a blazer, the tone of a belt, the texture of suede create an aura that's impossible to fake. Because real sophistication isn't loud, it's lived in. So, if you've ever admired the calm, confident charm of Italian men in their 50s and 60s, this is your guide. Not to copy their style, but to understand the mindset behind it. Because dressing like an Italian gentleman over 50 isn't about standing out, it's about belonging to yourself. Part 1. The Soft Blazer Rule. Relaxed Tailoring for Mature Men. If there's one piece that defines Italian elegance, it's the soft-shouldered blazer. It's the heart of relaxed tailoring, the art of looking sharp without looking stiff. Unlike traditional suits built for the boardroom, the Italian blazer moves with you. It drapes naturally over the shoulders, follows your shape, and lets the fabric breathe. This is where comfort meets craftsmanship, where structure gives way to ease, and elegance becomes personal. A man over 50 doesn't need hard edges to look strong. He needs balance. The soft blazer achieves that balance effortlessly, relaxed yet refined, confident yet understated. Italian tailors often use fabrics like linen, cotton-linen blends, hopsack, or lightweight wool. They avoid heavy padding and rigid lining. Instead, they let the garment flow with your natural movement. The result? You don't wear the blazer, it belongs to you. Here's the formula. If the blazer is soft, let your trousers carry the shape. Tapered trousers or pleated chinos maintain the silhouette and give the outfit intention. Try a navy blazer with beige chinos and brown suede loafers, timeless, approachable, and quietly powerful. Or, for a sharper tone, pair a charcoal blazer with light taupe trousers and chocolate derbies. This is how Italian men build presence, not through excess, but through proportion. Each piece supports the other. The jacket moves, the trousers ground it, and the whole look breathes sophistication. Think of how men like Luca Argentero or George Clooney dress off-camera: soft tailoring, unstructured blazers, calm confidence. You never see them tugging at their sleeves or adjusting collars. They wear clothes that live with them, not fight against them. That's the lesson for every man over 50. Your clothes should never try harder than you do. When comfort and confidence meet craftsmanship, you don't just look stylish, you look like a man who's mastered his own rhythm. Part 2. The textured white shirt, comfort as confidence. For the Italian gentleman, the white shirt isn't just a basic, it's a statement of character. But not the starched, stiff kind you'd wear to the office. The real elegance lies in texture, the quiet play of light across fabric that feels soft, lived in, and personal. A perfectly pressed white shirt can look sterile. A textured one with a dobby weave, a fine herringbone, or a subtle stripe feels alive. It moves with you. It breathes with you. It says, I take care of myself, but I'm not trying too hard. This is what Italian men understand so well. Comfort isn't the opposite of style, it's the foundation of it. When your shirt feels good against your skin, your posture changes. You stand taller, move easier, and exude confidence that can't be faked. Try pairing a textured white shirt with a soft blazer, navy, camel, or stone. Unbutton the collar once or twice, let it relax. Add a lightweight scarf in muted tones, olive, dusty blue, or sand. Don't tie it tight, just drape it casually. That touch of imperfection is the essence of sprezzatura, the Italian art of looking effortless. The effect is subtle but powerful. It softens your face, lightens your frame, and brings warmth to your presence. People won't notice your shirt immediately, but they'll notice you, and that's the goal. At 50 and beyond, confidence doesn't shout, it breathes. It's in the loosened collar, the relaxed cuff, the quiet movement of linen against your skin. That's not carelessness, that's mastery. Because when you're comfortable, you don't just look better, you feel better. And that, gentlemen, is the Italian secret. Elegance isn't about control, it's about ease. And when you wear that ease with grace, you don't just look stylish, you become unforgettable. Part 3. Suede loafers and smart trousers, the foundation of ease. If the blazer is the soul of Italian elegance, then the trousers and loafers are its foundation. They ground the outfit, they connect confidence to comfort. And for the Italian gentleman over 50, that foundation is built on two key words, ease and intention. Start with the trousers. They are never skin-tight or overly formal. Instead, they move with a gentle taper, a single pleat, and just enough structure to suggest refinement without rigidity. Italian style celebrates shape, not squeeze. A well-fitted trouser should flatter your frame while still allowing you to breathe, to sit, to live. This is how style becomes wearable confidence. The magic is in the details: side adjusters, tab closures, or cuffed hems. They aren't decoration, they're craftsmanship. They tell the world you care about proportion, not perfection. Pair them with light, breathable fabrics like cotton, linen, or tropical wool. Colors like taupe, stone, olive, or light gray create that soft, tonal Italian palette that blends into life, not against it. Now, let's talk about the shoes, the unmistakable hallmark of Italian refinement: suede loafers. Forget shiny leather that feels too stiff or corporate. Suede has texture, warmth, and character. It softens the outfit while keeping it elevated, bridging the gap between casual and sophisticated. That's why every stylish man in Milan or Florence owns at least two pairs, one in brown or oxblood for versatility, and another in navy or dark green for individuality. When you combine suede loafers with tailored trousers, something powerful happens. You no longer look dressed up, you look put together. The pairing feels lived in, intelligent, and quietly luxurious. It's the difference between someone who buys clothes and someone who understands them. Try this. light gray pleated trousers, deep brown suede loafers, and a white textured shirt with an open collar. Add a soft navy blazer if the occasion calls for it. It's not fashion, it's fluency. It's knowing the language of ease, where every element complements the other without competition. Because after 50, the goal isn't to look younger, it's to look comfortable in your own sophistication. That's why Italian men wear suede, not to impress, but to express. They understand that true elegance lives in the details, in the texture of the leather, the drape of the fabric, and the way both move naturally with you. So, gentlemen, if your wardrobe could speak, let it whisper, not shout. Let your trousers tell a story of craftsmanship. Let your loafers speak of quiet confidence. Because when everything you wear feels effortless, the world sees not the clothes, but the man who's mastered the art of ease. Part 4. The Wrist and Belt Rule. Quiet Details. Loud Impact. In the language of Italian style, power doesn't shout, it whispers. And that whisper often comes from the smallest details. A watch on your wrist, and the belt that ties everything together. They're not accessories. They're punctuation marks, subtle symbols of intention. Let's start with the watch. For the Italian gentleman over 50, a watch is not about prestige, it's about personality. It doesn't need diamonds or oversized logos, it needs character. Think of brushed steel instead of polish, matte black dials instead of gloss, leather straps that age gracefully instead of staying flawless. Italian style lives in this contradiction, refined imperfection. A watch with a scratch tells a story. A leather strap that has softened over the years carries your history on your wrist. That's not wear, that's character. Choose your timepiece the way you'd choose a friend. Genuine, timeless, and dependable. Brands don't matter as much as design language. A simple mechanical watch with clean lines, soft loom, and a quiet tick will outclass any flashy status symbol. Because true confidence doesn't need attention, it earns respect. Now to the belt, the most overlooked element in a man's wardrobe. An Italian belt never tries to be the star. It blends, it completes, it connects. Forget big buckles, shiny metals, or two-tone twists. A real gentleman's belt is made of matte, full-grain leather, with minimalist hardware and tone-matched stitching. Its purpose is continuity. That's the secret. Your belt and shoes should always speak the same language. If your loafers are oxblood suede, your belt should echo that tone, soft burgundy, same texture, same finish. Chocolate leather shoes? Pair them with a deep espresso belt, matte buckle, no shine. When colors flow instead of compete, your whole look feels more intentional and instantly more expensive. It's not about being noticed. It's about being remembered. People might not recall the brand of your watch or the color of your belt, but they'll remember the impression: quiet precision, mature confidence, and attention that feels effortless. Because after 50, you've earned the right to dress for yourself. Every piece should reflect not who you're trying to be, but who you've already become. And when every detail aligns, from the wrist to the waist, you don't just look refined, you embody harmony. Part 5. Grooming and Color Harmony. The Finishing Touch. Italian elegance doesn't end with clothing, it extends to presence. How a man grooms, how his skin glows under natural light, how his scent lingers just enough. These are the invisible layers that complete the look. Because real sophistication isn't loud, it's felt. Grooming is not vanity, it's discipline. The Italian gentleman understands that refinement begins with self-respect. A well-kept beard, clean nails, and a tailored haircut send a message without saying a word. I care, but I'm not trying too hard. Start with the basics, a haircut that mirrors your lifestyle. Not overly styled, not neglected, short sides, softly textured top, and a natural side part. It says, confidence, without shouting youth. If your hair is gray, don't fight it, celebrate it. A well-groomed silver tone paired with a sun-kissed complexion is a visual language of maturity and grace. It tells the world you've lived, learned, and still evolve. Facial hair follows the same philosophy. Intentional imperfection. A few days' stubble or a neatly trimmed beard adds dimension and strength to the face. The trick? Keep the lines clean, the texture soft, and the tone even. Pair it with light moisturizer or beard oil to maintain sheen and comfort. It's not about perfection, it's about harmony. Now, let's talk about the most underrated aspect of Italian-style color harmony. This is where elegance meets emotion. Italian men know that their colors should echo the landscape they live in. The terracotta streets, the olive trees, the limestone coastlines. That's why their wardrobe feels cohesive even when it's simple. Build your palette around nature. Warm taupe, dusty blue, olive, cream, and stone gray. These tones complement silver hair, golden skin, and every shade in between. They flow effortlessly from one season to the next, timeless, like a summer in Tuscany. Avoid harsh contrast. Instead, think gradation. Navy to charcoal, camel to beige, olive to sand. These transitions create visual balance and calm a quiet luxury only maturity can wear well. Add the final touch with fragrance, subtle, warm, human. Notes of citrus, leather, amber, or vetiver. Not to dominate the room, but to define your presence as you pass through it. A scent should never announce you. It should remember you. Because, in the end, Italian style is not about perfection. It's about proportion, grace, and ease. It's the art of looking composed, even when life is not. After 50, you don't need to reinvent yourself, you just refine what's already there. And that refinement, gentlemen, is what makes you timeless. Italian elegance isn't about fashion, it's about philosophy, a way of life built on balance, intention, and quiet confidence. It's not about chasing trends or proving relevance, it's about belonging to your age, your body, and your story. An Italian gentleman doesn't try to look young, he tries to look alive. His clothes breathe, his fabrics move, and his presence speaks. He knows that elegance isn't something you wear, it's something you practice. Every choice, the texture of a shirt, the softness of suede, the tone of a belt, reflects one truth. You can't buy taste. You grow into it. It's built through years of awareness, restraint, and appreciation. At 50 or 60, you've earned the right to simplify. You no longer need to shout. You can whisper and still command the room. Because real style isn't about standing out. It's about standing still with calm, clarity, and self-assurance. So, when you get dressed tomorrow, don't ask, "Does this make me look younger?" Ask, "Does this feel like me?" Because when it does, when every piece feels aligned with who you are, you've already mastered the Italian secret. You don't dress young, you dress timeless.